So INTPs, who are we? So we are, I think, compared to other personality types, maybe quieter than most. Um, Not necessarily because we are shy, but I don't know, maybe because most, like, I would say maybe 85% of conversations are small talk among people or between people. So I don't feel the need to talk about something that for most of us is it's not worth talking about, like topics that we are not really interested in, that we don't feel like there's any necessity to talk, to be talking, because they're either already decided or because we simply don't care enough for us to interact with those people that are talking about those topics. Like in my opinion, like or in my um, yes, in my opinion, for example, I don't engage in my case in conversations, for example, about football. I don't care about it. Yet it's probably one of the most common conversations here. Um, I don't like conversations about philosophy, politics, or science. Conversations that I think for most INTPs, we like conversations that can be broad, that are not, that are either very objective, like I like scientific conversations or about scientific topics, conversations about scientific topics. Um, and at the same time, I like philosophical conversations, which mean conversations that are um, not really have an end, that can be broad and that can be that are very abstracted, and that you can go from many angles. You can approach that conversation from many angles, and still, in a way, I think that's why I like philosophy. You can approach it from many angles and ask what could be seen as stupid questions or questions that no one really cares about. And because it's philosophy, it makes sense. And because it's philosophy, you are allowed to ask them. And it makes sense because, again, it's philosophy and it's abstract. You can ask whatever you want, and it kind of makes sense regardless of the question, regardless of what you're talking about. And we are, I think, seen as others, especially maybe extroverts, maybe people that have more energy or that seem more energetic, that like talking with other people. Maybe we are considered by those people, INTPs are considered maybe more quiet, more shy, more with less to talk or with less interest than the others, when it's probably precisely the opposite. We have many interests, but or most of us have many interests, but there are usually interests that are not aligned with other people's interests. Like, who likes really to talk about evolution or about politics or physics or mathematics or chemistry or biology or philosophy? These are all areas that you can obviously talk about, but with whom, which people actually really care or would like to have a conversation about this with actual arguments and points made, or just for the fun of it, just imagining the possibilities of these conversations. Um, Maybe it's one of the reasons because most people are not or don't like to engage in conversations so abstract like this. Um, Maybe it's one of the reasons why INTPs are considered or are more silent in a group when the conversation doesn't appeal to us. And yes, I think that's it.